Thank you, Attorney General Garland and U.S. Attorney Williams. This case should send a clear message to any foreign leader who corruptly abuses their power to support drug cartels. If you take drug money for your election, if you accept drug cartel bribes, if you traffic deadly drugs, if you protect criminal drug cartels, if you turn the power of the state into a violent drug trafficking machine, if you allow violence and murder to flourish at the hands of the cartels, then the DEA will stop at nothing to hold you accountable for your crimes. If you think you can hide behind the power of your position, you are wrong. The United States is in the midst of an unprecedented and devastating overdose epidemic. Every 5 minutes, an American is dying of a drug overdose. The vast majority of the drugs that are killing Americans are not homegrown. They come from abroad. This epidemic is being driven by international drug cartels that profit from the sale of deadly drugs in American communities. Today, the Department of Justice has unsealed charges against Juan Orlando Hernandez, the former president of Honduras, for drug trafficking and weapons possession. Hernandez campaigned on a simple promise to the Honduran people, that he would clean up political corruption and fight drug traffickers. But in reality, the indictment alleges that Hernandez did the opposite. It alleges that he used the presidency to join forces with some of the largest and most violent drug trafficking organizations in the world. It alleges that Hernandez used drug money to finance his political rise. And once he was elected president, he used the government of Honduras's law enforcement, military, and financial resources to further his drug trafficking. The indictment alleges that Hernandez personally profited from cocaine sales, that he was personally involved in covering up Honduran drug trafficking schemes, going so far as to ensure that certain co-conspirators who he trafficked drugs with would not be arrested or extradited. The indictment alleges that Hernandez repeatedly accepted bribes from cartel leaders, including a $1 million bribe from El Chapo, the head of the Mexico-based Sinaloa cartel. That was prior to Chapo's conviction on drug trafficking charges in the United States. Sinaloa is today one of the 2 Mexican criminal drug cartels responsible for the fentanyl flooding into the United States. Across the world, DEA is working to identify and dismantle the drug trafficking networks that are responsible for the deadly drugs coming into the United States. We will relentlessly pursue anyone, drug traffickers, money launderers, and heads of state who threaten the safety and health of the American people. Thank you.
I'm in there and I say, here's what we're going to do. He comes in and he laughs at me when I tell him we need 28,000 soldiers along the border, free. He looks at me like, free? Why would we do that? We need something called stay in Mexico. That means nobody can come into our country until we check them out, and it could take months and months and months. And he said, we wouldn't do that. So I looked at him, I said, you don't think you're going to do this, right? They said, we're not going to do any of them. Why would we do them? We're not going to give you 28,000 soldiers for free. I said, yes, you are. Because it's now Friday afternoon at 1 o'clock. And on Monday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm putting on a 25% tariff. All of the cars that you stole our industry, stole 32%. Every car that comes into the United States is going to have a tax or a tariff of 25%. And every other product you sell into the United States will be tariffed at approximately 25%, starting Monday morning at 8 o'clock. And he looked at me, he said, sir, it would be an honor to have 28,000 soldiers on the border. It would be an honor to have stay in frickin' Mexico. We want to have stay in Mexico. I've never seen anybody fold like that. They said it would be an honor to have 28,000 free soldiers.